guys, my name is Rose and I'm going to present you The Truth Behind the Puppet Show by Marcus, Gabriele, Fernanda, Steven, Heather, and whoever else I forgot. Anyways guys, hope you enjoy the show. Whoa!
I'm sorry, you know you're not. No. I'm tired of this game. Yeah, let's stop.
So here is how this plays out. US control the governments. In this case, Reza, the Iranian king, and Adar Sadat, the Egyptian. USSR controlled the people, but both wanted power and the control of the whole regions. And while the US wanted peace to get the oil, USSR wanted war so they could sell out their weapons.
So here was happened. King Reza from Iran was one of the US's greatest supporters, but the people did not like it. Then the USSR gave weapons to the people so they could topple the presidents, and thus the conflict began. Reza, in order to avoid this, made a speech when to persuade the people to stop the protests and of course help the US.
Iranians, it's me, your king Reza, the king of Iran, and I'm here to talk about the horrible protests that have been happening in our nation, Iranians. For over 30 years, I have ruled all of you greatly. Since my rule began, only 2,200 people have been sent to the Iranians, and only 300 people died. I've been helping all of you Iranians, and yet you go against me and my ally, the US. Stop this.
Also supporting the US, Anwar Sadat made a speech trying in his turn to intimidate the people since USSR had also given weapons to them. This is how it played out.
I, as the President of Egypt, have decided to form peace with Israel. You rebel against me. I am in command of the nation. The Americans believe peace with Israel to be the answer, and so does Egypt. Through my collective revolution, I have given you the education to see how worthy I am, unlike Reza. I reacquired the lands lost in the Six-Day War of 1967, and through my campaigns aided the Americans. I am the hero of our nation. I withdrew the Socialist Soviet Union's influence from NAM's government and gifted you all with economic freedom.
Now, we're going to hear from a very smart analytical Cold War researcher. He's a genius. Well, wait for the surprise.
Today in BBC we will update you about the problems occurring in Iran and in Egypt. Now we will receive at our studio one of the greatest analytical framework critics of the Cold War, Hark Wistisky. Hark, it is a pleasure having you here. After the occurrences that are taking place in Egypt and Iran, could you clarify in what ways the manifests are similar?
Well, there are many things of which we can analyze. First, both countries were being manipulated by the USA. In Iran with Reza for more than 30 years, and in Egypt after the coup that overthrew Nasser, and established Sadat in the presidency. Furthermore, both Sadat and Reza are populist politicians. They implemented educational programs. However, these programs were applied with a finality to manipulate people's minds.
Really, Hark? How so?
First, Sadat had an educational program called the Corrective Revolution. This program only allowed schools to teach based on books favored and approved by the government. Ironically, in Reza's monarchy, he applied a program called the White Revolution, where not only he granted social improvement, but limited educational sources of teaching. These books approved were all referring how efficient their politicians were in each country. In Iran, books favored the monarchy, and in Egypt President adopts political actions. Therefore, their manipulative programs are extremely aided by the USA. However, these don't seem effective no longer, since citizens are rebelling against these puppet politicians.
Hark, for what you are explaining to us, these governments for years remain in power because of their ability to manipulate citizens' agency. For what you have stated, these people are finally seeing the reality behind the educational programs and propagandas. What do you think has finally made them see the truth?
Well, there has been reports that while the USA has direct contact with the governments within Iran and Egypt, these politicians are exactly doing what the US commands.
Whoa! This Marcus Nesky is so smart. I bet he's smarter than Einstein. I learned a lot.
Hi guys, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.